Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Your host Ram, welcoming you to your Sunday edition of the Cricket Happening Show. This on a Sunday. Well, the first thing that I'm going to do is we are going to talk about the third day's play in the third Test match. Now, as you know, Pakistan yesterday, the stuffing was absolutely knocked out by James Anderson, as you would remember, and they were reeling at 24 for 3. And today, the whole team were bowled out for 273 with bad light stopping play, and Pakistan have been told to follow on as they were waiting. Shan Masood and the Pakistan captain Azhar Test century was waiting. At that time, it was bad luck at play at Southampton, and the umpires declared it as stumps on the third day. The score reading: England 583 for 3 declared, Pakistan bowled out for 263, and Pakistan now have to make 310 runs to save this match. If at all, it remains to be seen as to what really distinct disadvantage. Even though rain is the only thing that could save Pakistan from losing this match. But what a display. He picked up his 29th 5-wicket haul today in Test cricket, and he has reached number. So today, it was once again Anderson getting into business pretty soon in the morning with a very, very bad shot from us feet, hanging his bat limply at a ball that was going out, and he edged it straight into the slips. Number gone. That was the fourth wicket for Pakistan early in the morning, with Ashad Shafiq gone. Caught root bowled Anderson for 5, and it's a matter of a great statistic. Fawad Alam, who has been in and out of the Pakistan team, he has not been a regular in the Pakistan team, and here he comes. Finally, after 11 years in international cricket, he scores his first run. Can you believe it? I mean, he has made a lot of comebacks to Pakistan, along with Azhar Ali at the end. Azhar Ali, as you know, he's a very, very sort of a very, very sticky guy who can really stick to the crease. And that's what he precisely did. But he was the only solace for Pakistan. At the other end, it was change, getting a wicket here, as this was some spin and bounce from Dom Bess. He got the right length, and I thought it was some very good skill of Bess actually getting the batsman to come forward, which resulted in a thick outside, thick out. Caught Butler bowled Bess 21 runs with 1 boundary. So that was the score, 75 for 5. Mohammad Rizwan joined Azhar Ali, and Azhar Ali finally got someone who could actually stay with. On my cricket show, I definitely mentioned that should Babar Azam should Babar Azam should have come on the second day with only 5 overs remaining, or Pakistan should have actually sent a night watchman, Mohammad Rizwan, who is pretty comfortable with the English bowling attack. Now, this answer of mine was this question of mine was answered today after looking at 5, then slowly started moving. Azhar Ali was suddenly starting to look good, where he was flicking the ball. He's a very good player on the onside, as you know. He flicks well, he pulls well, he also drives well. So it was good to see. I mean, anything which was short, he was cutting it through the point region or steering it through the point region. And at the other end, Mohammad Rizwan was also playing alongside him. And the partnership went on from 75. And as I said, this was the real relief for Pakistan, as from 75 for 5, the score went on to 213. So finally, some sort of life for Pakistan, I would say, because they direly needed it. It came in the form of this partnership between Azhar Ali, the Pakistan captain, and Mohammad Rizwan, who put on 100 and I reckon if the next wicket went on 213, so ideally one to Mohammad Rizwan was snapped up by Butler of the bowling of Vokes. Now this is something one wouldn't see. Probably allowed it to harmlessly go down the onside, and Butler would have probably gathered the ball behind the stump, but it's not to be. It was on the leg stump, and it was probably coming a bit inwards, and that is what prompted Mohammad Rizwan to go for the shot, which he tried to tickle it, and probably should have gathered it behind the stumps with a harmless delivery. Ending up, it was the tail enders. Yasir Shah is always a dependable player. We all know that. He has done well as a night watchman. Boundaries in that knock before Stuart Broad picked up his wicket. This ball from Stuart Broad, but as I said, the ball actually took the shoulder of the bat above his head, which is not an easy thing to do, but it was done. And Azhar Ali, Yasir Shah was out for. Broad made quick work of Shaheen Shah Afridi, banged it short, and that's it. It was probably coming onto the rib cage of Shaheen Shah Afridi. And again, he tried to probably, he wanted edge, and it was Butler behind the stumps doing the rest. So Shaheen Shah Afridi was out for 3. Mohammad Abbas was run out for 1, and the final held the catch. It was off the back foot. It was a thick edge, third slip. It was Sibley, and Nasim Shah was gone, leaving Azhar Ali, the Pakistan captain, playing I thought a very good knock under the circumstances. A saving knock, but unfortunately ran out of partners. He was left high and dry, not out on 141, which had 21 fours in that. As you know, Azhar Ali, when he plays his strokes, it's a real treat to watch the way he. That was the story pretty much as far as the Pakistan innings were concerned. 273 all out, thus conceding a lead of 310 runs to England. And looking at the bowling, look at Andrew runs, 5 wickets, 29 5-wicket haul in test matches, wicket number 598 in test matches. Stuart Broad, 20 overs, 5 minutes, 2 for 40, also bowled well. Jofra Archer continued from where he left off yesterday, 17 overs, 3 minutes, none for 58. He ramped up the pace at came and stopped play with Pakistan now tomorrow on the 4th day have to follow on 310 runs behind. England absolutely on top here, no doubt about it. And as I said, rain is something which can definitely rescue Pakistan. So one has to wait and watch whether the rain gods are going to be kind to Pakistan. So that's, and Azhar Ali will carry on. Azhar Ali was padded up, and that was the time when bad light came and Shan Masood and Azhar Ali had to go back into their dressing room. Well, now some cricket news coming in. We are talking about the ICC Hall of Cricket Fame. And there have been 3 players who have been inducted into the ICC's Hall of Fame. The one being the former elegant player from Pakistan, none other than being called the Asian Bradman, Zahir Abbas. What an elegant cricketer he was from Pakistan. I'm very happy to see that Zahir Abbas has been inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame. Jack Scalise of South Africa, the all-rounder, as the Australian captain, I think Lisa Sthalekar, she has been inducted into the ICC Hall of Cricket Fame. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the Caribbean Premier League, but first, before I go into a live match that is happening right now, or talking about the match that happened, I would like, and I had actually told you that 100% this match is Katalawas with 52 odd, that it is a given that, the card. And when I had a look at the card today, which said Guyana Amazon ever total in Caribbean Premier 118, and even with Andre Russell at the crease, the Jamaica Talawas were restricted to 104 for 7 with the Guyana Amazon war. He was not out on 52 of 37 deliveries, included 4 fours and 5 spanking sixes, which he's capable of, as we all know. And the man who actually kept Andre Russell quiet is that Afghanistan pace bowler. He has been pretty impressive. Let me tell you that. I mean, you would say, why would we get the man of the match award? But look at his bowling: 4 overs, no maiden award. Is just because he kept Andre Russell quiet. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure the Jamaica Talabas would have won the match. So Navinul Haq, take a bow for this, because that is a super achievement on Navinul, and Navinul Haq would be. I think Navinul Haq should be absolutely buoyed up. I know he's a good bowler. He's coming from Afghanistan, and I'm very, very happy for Navinul Haq that this is something which is going to be noticed. Keeping Andre Russell quiet. I only wish that Navinul Haq will get a chance. Was the Chris Green, the spinner, at the top of murdered Imran Tahir for 2 sixes. This medium pace bowler from Afghanistan who did the trick. And look at Andre Russell. I mean, he was not out on 52 of 37 deliveries, 4 fours and 5 6, but unable to save the match. And as such, Guyana Amazon Warriors had defended the lowest ever total in Caribbean Premier League history. Take a bow, Navinul Haq. Okay, now talk about a match that happened today in the Caribbean Premier League. We are talking about the 9th match, which was played at Tarouba today between the Trinidad, the TNT Riders. Those Tridents were restricted to 166 for 6, with the TNT Riders winning the match by 19 runs. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Simmons 21. So we are talking about the Trinbago Knight Riders here. Simmons 21. Sunil Narayan was out for 18 deliveries. He's the captain of the team, as we all know. Of 17 deliveries, included 4 huge sixes and 1 boundary. As 147 had a lot of runs taken off him. Santon solitary over recording 19. So 185 for 3, and Barbados Tridents were restricted to 166 for 6. Johnson Charles at the top of the order, they had a dash there because 68 were added in 7.6 in almost 8 overs. Is 8 sevens are 56. Corey Anderson was promoted in the batting order, which came to nothing. He was gone for 2. Mayers was 1. Jonathan Carter was out for 8. Jason Holder, the captain, tried his bit, but in the end, he remained not out for 34 of 19. 2 fours and 3 sixes in a hopeless cause there. Ashley Nurse was out for 21 of 12 deliveries, and 166 for 6 was Barbados Trident's score, and TNT Riders winning the match by 19 runs. Look at the bowling figures. Ali Khan 1 for 32, Piri 1 for 19, Seals 1 for 34 was very costly. Sunil Narayan, as usual, I would say, exhibiting his wares nicely. 4 overs 1 for 17. Wayne Bravo was thrashed for 46 of 4. Fawad Ahmed 1 for 3 overs 1 for 14. Colin Munro was named man of the match. Well, dear fans and subscribers, we are almost coming to the end of the broadcast here. I have so far covered everything. We have landed today. That's the news which is coming in. So the Australia-England series will be beginning shortly. Well, dear fans and subscribers, it's always been a pleasure to bring you this cricket show. Hope you all enjoyed this broadcast. As I always say, you can